with his ideology, and I think he talked too goddamn much. So yeah, I can't do it.
I never could read him. At first, I really liked him because he was the antithesis of what's the other one's name?
JB.
JB. Yeah. So I kind of fell into that little good cop, bad cop shit that they had going on, and didn't know that was really an act, a farce. But after they broke up, and men are messy. I thought women are messy. No. Men are messy. And after that little situation went down, I was like, you know what? I don't want to be around people like this because it's toxic. So I didn't know the jury came back. Good for him.
Oh, girl, that time.
I could not. I said I can't be in that room with Jerry because one thing about Jerry, if he don't agree with you, he'll just talk over you and go to the next speaker.
He's very.
But he will create a room with your name in it.
He fooled himself. Jerry is a lot. He's fooled himself, and he loves to like romance the ladies. That's his big thing.
He loves Brent too, though.
When Yvonne, is it Yvonne? When Yvonne created a room on him about scamming some women.
Is that Yvonne from Canada? April? Yeah. From Canada? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I remember that. That was crazy.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Well, I was back-channeled and called and told different things by JB, so I really don't know what the fuck went down there.
Yeah, I remember that room. That was crazy. I found myself in the middle. Don't know what to damn believe. But I ain't giving up. I'm not giving these mother efforts a dime of my money on this app. I'm sorry.
But DTN, like if Jerry's in there, I might be in there for 5 minutes, but I'll leave because.
Patty, I love when you came to DTN. I was like, we did Patty. Hush and let Patty talk. Leave Patty alone.
But with Jerry, I can't do it because I remember when he first left and he made a room, and I was like, why would you make a room against the people you were working with? Like, that's just like if me, Lady, and Mel sat up here and said PhD is a liar. Like, or I'm not saying he is a liar. Nobody take that I'm just making up a scenario. Or PhD is full of shit. We had our own issues, and that's our own issue, right? It doesn't mean that you advertise, make a room, and try to and Jerry did that. And it's the thing that's crazy about it is nobody really followed him into
That was the funny part, because he thinks he built MM on his own. But here's the thing. The real squabble was between Nelson and Jerry. It always was. Nelson did not like Jerry a bit, even a little bit. Okay, and they brought him on Byron. It was Nelson, Byron, and Jonathan. I think they brought Jerry on because they were getting too busy to keep it going for hours and hours and hours. You know what I mean? They all did their real estate during the day, so they would hand MM over to Jerry at night. So Jerry, he was running it. And that's what that was. And Nelson didn't like it at all. At all.
And this time go around, and whether I agree with Daphne or whatever, Jerry had a problem with Daphne and pretty much tried to put JB in that situation, but just because JB will be like, hey, I'm going to create another room because they're talking nonsense. Like, it's like he tried to put JB in that situation. And I think that was that's really fucked up. Like, whether they have a relationship now or they don't, and they're just business partners, like, don't do that. Like, don't, if that's why I'd be like when me and Lisa, don't get in our business because we're going to be friends regardless. Because once you get in our business, now we got to look at you sideways, motherfucker, you killed the guy.
Yes, believe me, about the clubhouse business. We had our own little problems after DTN. That I don't know what the fuck was really happening until the ship. I was like, what the hell is going on?
April, it's like, I first originally this is not the room for that. Never mind, let me go on.
Yeah, we're gonna go on mute for this, Lisa. I shouldn't even brought it up. Yeah, this is some crazy
I will say I saw Cindy. She took what's the sister name? She took her under her wing. She was like a lied or die for Sam. Cindy, what's her name?
Oh, the one from Texas? I know who you're talking
Yes.
about. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, Shar. She took her under her wing. I see her on Instagram from time to time. Now she's a real estate agent.
Oh, okay.
Girl, she done left her husband and got her jungle fever, but anyway, I ain't want to gossip. I mean,
You know,
Wait a minute, who left her husband?
Go ahead, Vaughn. Still.
Don't do it, Brian. Don't do it.
Do it. Don't listen to Lisa.
okay, this room is not being recorded.
Go ahead, spill the tea, boo.
Girl, listen, this will not be recorded, right? I will disavow this.
No,
But
we
anyway,
do not record.
you know, I will say this. Cindy really, she seems genuine with Shar, and I think Shar showed up, surprised her when she broke her arm, took care of her, nursed her. She seems to be like a confidant of Cindy. And Cindy seemed to have really poured into her and be invested in elevating her and giving her opportunities. I'll say that. Now, what I know is she was married, she had kids to a brother, and now all of a sudden, Cindy had her out to some events and have a bodyguard on her and whatever. Girl, now all of a sudden she with a soy boy.
Are you talking about Shar? Or are you talking about Cindy? Okay, I started to say.
Oh, Cindy with Ray. We know that. I mean, Shar.
I had no idea who she's still with. I don't know. I don't keep up with her.
Cindy with Ray. She ain't leaving Ray.
No, Cindy's with Ray. I'm talking about Shar. Shar's with a soy boy.
But how you say Shar got jungle fever? Oh, never mind. Disregard. It finally hit me like, oh,
What's a soy boy? What is that?
Come on, Lisa. You're in New York.
When I ask you guys questions, I think I'm really just.
Lisa, I'm with Lisa.
I was born and raised in a bubble. I'm telling you, y'all live in my family, and you say, oh, that's
I am square.
I'm with Lisa too. What is a soy boy? What is a soy boy?
I am square as all get out.
Yeah, I don't get my
Okay. Well, she's sister.
If I'm not interrupted,
Is she pale white? Is that what you're trying to say?
Go ahead, see your word.
a soy boy is a boy who eats a lot of soy and it causes a
Shut up. Y'all off the chain today.
Please, quiet. I'm trying to learn here. Soy boy, please.
It's just another name for a white guy.
Your mic is horrible, but are you Pakistan by any chance?
I don't want to reveal, but I'm yellow.
Okay, are they also cucks? Are they cucks? Is that what it is? They're cucks.
Okay,
That's what I've always said.
if my mic is terrible, I'll come back.
You're terrible, so come back later anyway.
It's just another name for a white boy. It's a white
I thought a soy boy was like a vegetarian white boy, not just any white boy. It's like a certain variety.
Yeah, I thought it was a vegetarian white boy too.
Soy boy implies no
Like a
muscle,
Californian.
weakness, wimpy, loser, nerd, nebbish.
No, I wouldn't go that far. I wouldn't go that far.
Wait a minute, wasn't we getting some gossip? Why y'all let him in there on the conversation? What happened? What's going on now? Who did what? Shoot, it's hard to follow now.
Okay, thank you.
It was Sam's fault. It was damn. It was all damn every time.
Don't. Oh, why everybody blame it on me?
Cause you jumped in with the soy boy. I believe.
So who's the soy boy? Help me understand.
Char's husband. Char's new husband or man.
Oh,
or
okay.
whatever.
See, I don't know.
Yeah, that's
I think that's just her man. I don't think that's her husband yet.
It's a boyfriend or fiance or something like that.
Yeah, it might be her fiance. But they've been going hard in the paint. You know
What's
what?
wrong with that? I mean, what's
Ain't nothing wrong with that. But
No,
she
ain't
left
nothing
her
wrong with
husband.
I'm just saying she
Char's
got it
black and he is
recorded.
white, and that's why LeVon said jungle fever.
That's hilarious.
No.
She said, you ain't gonna skip that part.
Wait a minute. Where's the rewind button? Let me find it.
So unlike a normal person, a soy boy wears Crocs, right? First lady, which, look, I don't believe in violence, but I'm about to ask, what part of this hand do you want, the front hand or the back hand?
Him or me? Because I can't do
What part of the hand do you want?
Go on mute. We gotta go.
Look,
We're getting to the
I don't believe in violence. I don't believe in violence, so. Give
We're getting into the gossip, boo. It's social media gossip. Okay.
I'm just saying that she was in Cindy's orbit, and you get caught up in that orbit, and now all of a sudden he's with a unmelanated. He had left her husband, but anyway, but the
So
bottom
her
point
husband was melanated?
yes. The bottom point was Cindy took her under her wing and, elevated her, gave her some opportunities, it seems, and he's a ride or die Cindy guy, Cindy girl. But maybe he did some good with her, because he seems to be, on a different route, in a different orbit, you might say. But
But Nicole, are y'all trying to insinuate that she left her husband to be with this guy, or were they having problems? Do
She
y'all
got access to bigger money. She got access to bigger money men.
I don't say that unless y'all know that for sure. I mean,
Well, we don't know. We just gossiping, girl. You
Alright.
gossiping.
yeah, listen, if the glove fits, you must have
for
quit,
the
right?
sake of this space, this is all
Alleged.
No,
Alleged.
not even alleged. This ain't even alleged. This is all hypothetical. They are making up fairy tales. We are in hardcore meta. Thank you for your participation.
And we're trying to say thank you to your attention to this matter.
Child, stop saying that all the time now. Thank you for your attention to the matter.
Yeah.
That's the end. That's how you sign in business. Thank you for your
Yeah,
attention.
but he wasn't doing that till recently. It's like, is he?
Because he letting y'all know I'm running this business now.
He's on
That's
business
just it.
now. Yeah.
That's it. Nobody else. I'm in charge. Now y'all watch out. Thank you for your attention to this matter. Lisa, did you see Elon's tweet? Lisa?
No, ma'am, I have not.
Oh, Elon gonna get in trouble.
What do you do, ma'am? Who did he offend?
April, you ain't tell your sister.
What's going on, April?
Trying to figure out what it is, because I ain't been in the newsroom this morning like that. It's 7 a.m. here. The hell is 7 a.m. here? I'm not in the newsroom like that yet.
Yeah, we're not living in
I saw him tweeting about some kind of new, they talked about a new party yesterday, but I don't follow anyone like that. I don't give a shit what
Out
they say.
fucking time, goddamn.
Foolishness. What's wrong with you, Quantum? Just jump up here. What's going on?
A new party? I think
I
it's
haven't
over.
had no damn coffee.
All right, well, that's not what I was.
You and
that's not what I
damn.
was talking about. Wait a minute, Quantum Leap. Hold still.
Please,
So,
April.
Quantum Leap. Dance, hold still. Hey, Brian. Lisa, so apparently he said, I gotta get it because the way he wrote this, oh shit. What is this? What did he say,
It
y'all?
was long. So you got
No, it was short. It was short and sweet. He said that the time is up for the Epstein trial. Well, who's gone to jail? No one. Yeah, let me get it. He's taunting Trump, and he's gonna get in trouble.
What?
Didn't they say,
How did you feel like that?
Oh, you're talking about Elon's. Yeah. I think,
Nah, he's not taunting Trump with that. That's crazy. They already squashed
yes, he is taunting Trump. No, they didn't watch shit. Obviously, you ain't watching the news.
Okay. The trial still stands. Whatever he says about the trial it doesn't even have to be connected to Trump because he still stands. That trial still stands.
What else?
On its own.
Quantum leap.
Go on quantum view.
Okay.
So here's
Don't exacerbate.
Excuse
That's
me.
what y'all doing right now.
Excuse me.
happens all the time.
Lisa,
Lisa, who the hell are you talking
okay?
to right now? What is going on? Since Dr. AG ain't here, I might have to do the country version.
Well, I don't want to tell her if in fact she not listening. But it says the official Jeffrey Epstein pedophile arrest count counter ticker, and it has 0000. What's the time? Question mark. Oh, look, it's no one has been arrested or clocked again. So apparently he tweeted this about 7 hours ago. Did you see it?
I didn't see it, but it makes me laugh. I meant to hit the laugh emoji because, yeah, you know who he's after, because didn't they say yesterday that list don't exist? Ain't nobody on it, wasn't nobody ever on it.
He better stop playing. They
better.
his ass.
See, this is what I said, First Lady. Elon has yet to understand. He may be the richest man in the world, and I don't even know if he is, because I don't care. But in any case, he ain't the president of the United States. And since he be in the United States and get his contracts in the United States government, he might want to sit down and be still, like you say, First Lady.
What the fuck? What? Why would he do that?
He can be thrown back over the wall.
You can speak 1 second.
Will you listen? Quantum?
All right, I'm on you.
Sir, goddamn, you asked me a question. I'm trying to answer.
Okay, thank you for
Because
We're on our view thing, so let us be the view for now, and then you guys can talk after.
Nah, that's what happens when
The
you
president-
women
oh,
have free range. Y'all go crazy and just make up your own shit. Like, we can't let that.
Listen,
First of all,
you asked me a question and you still ain't have the
I
answer.
don't masculine voice if y'all allow me.
No, I can't take this.
I can be respectful.
I can't take it.
Ain't no men in the view. Go on and go
And
on.
that's what's missing. Y'all know that's what's missing.
Okay, so let me go ahead and put the hand raising.
Thank you, because I was trying to find it. I got it. Don't you worry about it. I was doing that. That's why I went and paused the way that I did, because I was glitching.
Quantum.
Move to the audience.
Oh, he's gone. But the answer to the question is, he's not the president of the United States, and he's here on his mercies right now. And people tell me, oh, Trump can't deport him. Okay, yeah, y'all keep telling me what Trump can't do, and Trump keeps doing it. Oh, there's the answer. He's gone. But what?
Now, had he just waited a few more seconds, he could have been able to.
But the testosterone was coursing, First Lady, coursing in his veins. He couldn't help it.
This causes premature ejaculation.
Oh no! Don't. Post-nut clarity. Post-nut clarity. Is that what you're talking about? Post-nut clarity.
Therefore, leaving him such in a frustrated mood throughout the day, causing more and more buildup. You know what I mean? Like, this really needs to be studied and examined. I bet
They can come to this stage to examine it because these men all do it all day long. Right on this stage, they do it.
You know you
Come
can't
on,
look
man. Come on.
See,
Brothers. Anybody out here? Brothers, anybody out here to defend us,
feminism
man?
is for black people. Okay, sir, we can't have a conversation with you because you have already all these preconceived notions. So because this is what you want to think, we're going to allow you to think them in the goo. Okay? We're not going to bring you up here so that you can be abusive to us because you're already abusing us without even having a mic. I'm sorry, who wants to speak?
Peter.
Hi, Mr. Peter Tail. How are you?
I'm doing very awesome every day.
That's amazing.
Don't call him Peter Till. Don't call him Peter Till. That's wrong.
I didn't call him Peter Till. Shut up, Dan.
Mr.
You want to go to the
let me
Google
tell
Drive
you a little
because you know
secret
what?
here.
You have repeated offender, and I'm not going to take it. I'm not going to put up with your nonsense. Go ahead, Pete.
Well, Mr. Dan, let me tell you a little something. Just remember where you came from, a woman, okay? Just remember when you came to this earth, you came through a woman, which is your mother. So keep disrespecting women all the time.
That's a fact, Mr. Peter. I appreciate you.
We have been the most dumbest people in the world when God created women and then understood where we came from. Where you come from? Your mother. Where you come from? A woman. Come on now, people in this world. How crazy and how dumb this is. You know, every single day, people arguing with women. Every single day, I get up for the last 60 years of my life, and it took me 30-something years to realize how stupid I was. And I don't blame nobody else for nothing no more. So I come on these things. My daughter turned me on to this app, and I come on once in a while, and I try to see who and where I can at least cure a few people with understanding. You know?
Thank you, Robert. You know, I appreciate you. I really,
Peter.
Peter, I'm sorry. Peter, I appreciate you, Peter. You know, people think that they have the right to just spit and spew at any given time. And it's just like, just learn how to be respectful. That's all. I didn't even call him what you thought I called him. I was thinking about Peter Cottontail. I was thinking about a children's book. And that's why I said Peter Tail. But, you know, you decided you were going to come in, interrupt, once again, be disruptive, still don't understand that you just need to stay on mute. We done told you several times. I'm not saying that you're not a good person. That doesn't make you a bad person, but it makes you an annoying person. And sometimes people don't have the energy to deal with that. People got their own kids. This is a Clubhouse app. And people choose to deal with stupidity. People choose to deal with disrespect and so on or whatever. I'm not that person. I don't. I give grace, but I technically I don't put up with it. And I dislike it. So today I'm standing on business and I'm saying if you can't get it together, then that's fine. Don't get it together. But you won't be here. And I think that's just simple. I don't think that's a hard request. Y'all think that's hard? Y'all think that's difficult?
Not at all, First Lady. And you
Okay.
do give grace. I'm trying to learn from you, but I don't know how to give grace. I just know how to get in somebody's ass. That's all I know how to do.
I agree with that. I think
It's real easy to do, though.
I think
For
the
some
most
people
patient
it is.
person
For
is.
some it's not, Jamel.
Well, you want to know how easy it is?
So, and then you say people crying. Nobody's crying, sir. And then you have other people, Quantum Leap over here, leaping from frog to frog, spreading his demonic spirits. You talking about people being feminists and so on and what have you, just because somebody's correcting the spirit that has never been corrected inside of you, sir. You had a demonic spirit about you. You came on stage being disruptive. You don't know how to act, and you don't know how to tame that beast within inside of you, which continuously causes you to be lack in life. If you really want me to read you, you see, but I don't tell people what I see because I don't want them to, you know, feel some type of way. But since you want to come for me, you sent for the wrong one. Because trust and believe the God that I serve, he knows all, and he don't play about me. You understand? So, if there's anyone else that would like to be excused from this space, by all means, you can do it now, or you can get it together, which that's what I hope that we all can do so we can have conversation, because that's what this app is about. It is about having conversation. But most of the time, people can't have conversation because they don't know how to communicate with other people and with respect. So, carry on.
First Lady, that was very awesome. So to anyone who wants to learn about the word respect, just understand this. Every single person on this earth was taught how to be respectful by learning good morning, hello, hi, how you doing, thank you very much. It is called the word manners. Now, how many people forgot about that little thing that we disrespectfully do when we were taught how to be respectful to ourselves?
Mm-hmm.
Every single day I get up and I try to, what I call it is undumbing the world. Because people have to understand, if we all went to school, we all were taught the ABC, we all were taught the same exact words, good, bad, and indifferent. How crazy is it that we keep on arguing, disagreeing and yelling at each other when we're asked a question and all you have to do is answer it. You got a resolution already, but here it is. We're fighting over things that we humans agreed to have in the first place, which is people in politics to run the country, people to give you a job, which you had to have a boss, and then people to pay you after you worked. So come on, we made a world of control. Why can't we start to appreciate what we developed and then make it easier on each other instead of disagreeing?
You lost me on the last few comments. So one, you could own your own business if you don't want to be under control. Number two, you do need a situation where your voice should be heard, right?
Right, your voice is always heard. That's the problem. Everybody has a live and truthful notion of everything that they've been taught. It's all that the reasoning is this. We've been taught you have your own opinion. Now listen very carefully, okay? How is your opinion when you were taught it from someone else who gave you everything that you know today? How is it that anything that you want to learn, you have to teach it or be taught from someone else?
Or learn it on your own?
You can never learn it on your own, never, because you're going to read a book. A book is going to have the information you need. You can't learn it by yourself. There's other people that were here before you got here who made the information available. So how crazy is it that you're going to talk about you can learn something on your own? Did you make yourself, bring yourself in the world? Did you go to school on your own?
So trial and error is a method to learn things on your own.
There's no trial and error when it's already got an answer already. Listen, brother, you went to school, you were taught the alphabet. The alphabet has every word in it. If you want to start out from where you began, from your mother, you had to be taught how to say mommy and daddy, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You had to be dependent on something or someone to teach you what you know. You cannot teach yourself knowledge that you were taught from your parents.
Alphabet has letters in it, not words.
All right, so let's get back. This is a political room. I definitely appreciate the segue. I think that is important for us to actually start building on our communication skills, because the more that we can communicate here, then we'll be able to communicate outside of here. Reaching and teaching someone, it is our duty, if in fact you believe in humanity, if in fact you still continuously believe in empathy. And that is what I feel like the world is lacking today. Nobody has any kind of empathy. I'm not going to say nobody, but the majority of people are lacking in that area. So as we continue conversations, let's just try to keep those things in mind. Try not to offend people, but also try not to be offended. You know what I mean? Like, it's okay to let certain things just go. Sometimes, not all the time. But anyway, so we were talking about, what's his name? Elon? Anything else? Anything else new? Mr. Musk, yeah. Hey, Your Honor. Hey, Patty.
I did have an article I was going to play, or a video. Let me look for it again.
Everybody enjoy their weekend? Can't believe it was just the 4th the other day. Oh my goodness. It's already the 7th.
First lady, I have a question I want to propose to steer us into the potential negative effects of the DEI pursuit that the administration is pushing us towards. But hey, my mom raised me right, so I'm just asking for permission to see if you can let me in. Okay, I got thumbs up. So I was talking to my wife about this, and it's more of like a thought experiment, but given the activities of, and I'll make this short, of DEI, they're saying like, oh, there's a lot of discrimination against white people, right? So part of me now is looking at, matching that up with what happened, was that the civil rights movement afterwards, desegregation. Black kids were able to kind of go into these white kids areas, but into schools. But what happened was it caused one of the highest purgings of black teachers in America, right? All of a sudden, like a lot of black teachers kind of like lost their jobs because these black kids were going into these white schools. So I was thinking about this in the sense that if this DEI thing is complaining about how white people aren't being hired, right? And there's some discrimination, will that have a negative ripple effect on, let's say, other companies, even private companies, even private businesses, smaller businesses, migrant businesses? Meaning, I know if I go into like a Chinatown or Little Ethiopia, usually everybody's staffed by their people, right? Could it be that this kind of DEI initiative will potentially force these smaller businesses to say, if you're going to hire people, you got to make sure you hire, quote unquote, some white people? Because if not, you're about to get sued and you might lose your business license. I'm just saying. You think that that's a possibility? You think that this DEI kind of approach will boil down even to that lowest kind of denominator? And I'll put it up for discussion.
I'm sorry. I was listening to these videos trying to figure out which one to play. What was it?
Well, I never worked in a place where it was all black people. I've always worked around white people. So I don't know why that would change now. Like I don't know that a lot of companies just only hired black people. You know what I mean? So I don't think there's nothing that has to change. I think they just continue doing what they're doing. Now there might have been some companies that did that might need to focus on not wanting to appear, which then to me seems like that's an affirmative action kind of movement in itself. So I don't know. I think it's a complex question that I personally wouldn't be able to guesstimate.
Right. Okay. I'm just thinking about that because it would be a shame if that did boil down into that area to where me as a black business owner, if I want to, let's say, go into the cannabis business, if I want to, go into my neighborhood and I'm like hiring a bunch of my people, all of a sudden, I have somebody who lives in like an adjacent neighborhood that says, well, I want to get into this business and I want to work for you. And I was like, well, maybe you're just not a fit. But then they come back with a lawsuit to say, well, you didn't hire me because I'm not black, because everybody you hire is black. And so I'm going to try to sue you for discrimination as a white person, right? Like, I don't know if that could happen. And because of this DEI thing, when there's a big push toward white employment issues, like that might be an issue coming up in the future. So, and that basically forces me, which is probably okay to diversify, but to be pushed in that area based on a lawsuit. It just seems like it's in the realm of possibility. Maybe that's too much of a complex question.
I mean, that's how the law has worked for years and years. Like, if you deny someone a job based on their race, whatever that race is, it's discrimination, excuse me. So that's already been the case. Now, the question of how it gets enforced is a different question altogether. And given that this administration basically canceled all pending civil rights cases, it's pretty clear who they're going to fight on behalf of and who they're not going to fight on behalf of. So I think it's a very reasonable concern.
All right, so the argument isn't too far-fetched. Okay, I just wanted to see if
that's what they're doing. That's what they're doing with what was it called, the Fearless Fund, where they were trying to invest in black people. Was it just black women? I forget if it was all black people or just black women, but they basically went out of their way to attack it, and the government supported that. So.
And this is what I'm saying. If that is an example of what, if that's a case example of a situation that could arise and you have a very specific result, could that potentially just set the precedence for, hey, if you're a minority business, and if you're not hiring in proportion, or ... white people specifically, that you might be subject to a lawsuit. And all it takes is just the right person to step up, I hate saying this, but the right Karen to step up and be like, well, this is not fair. And then all of a sudden, that business is either forced to shutter, reevaluate, or is just challenged unreasonably for the legitimacy of that business, based on the fact that, I don't know, I can't hire enough of my people. So, I don't know.
And that's kind of what I'm saying, though, is that I don't think you're like talking about the future right now. I think you're talking about right now. I just think that most minority-owned businesses aren't high profile enough that they get a lot of attention, right? Like Fearless Fund got attention because it was a much bigger deal. I think there was tens of millions of dollars in that fund, or maybe even more than that. And so it was arguably one of the most high-profile minority-run businesses in the whole country. If you're talking about something that's not on that scale, like, I just don't think it's going to get the same kind of attention. The same way where, like, when they're going after nonprofits, they're not going after like a small community organization right now. They've been going after like the Vera Institute, which is, I don't know, they probably have like a 8-figure budget a year, probably 50 million or something like that. So they're picking and choosing who they're going after based on popularity and size and the spectacularness of what happens after, but it's already happening. And I'm actually like surprised that there hasn't been more discussion of what's gone on at the Civil Rights Division of the DOJ. I think it's gotten not a lot of attention, mostly because there's just so much going on, like it's hard to focus. But they basically just ended civil rights enforcement. And even to your suggestion, like they've even turned it on its head. So civil rights protection now is like for the majoritarians, right? Like for white people, for men, and it's not for the people it used to defend. So like, I mean, just as one example, like all the what do they call it? Something decree. I forget the first word, but basically where they consent decree. So basically where the police departments that were super racist, for example, were having to basically work with the government to make sure that they were following the law. All that's canceled. Like none of those exist in the country. Like that should be a big deal, but it's just been kind of glossed over.
So I guess on a higher level, if I were to kind of reposition it into a certain, I don't know, business, market, lateral, whatever, Donald Trump during his first administration, he went to Silicon Valley, and he made a comment which kind of terrified me. He said something like, "Where are all the white people? This place is just filled with Asians." right? And people kind of brush that off. But for me, that was another dog whistle, right? Saying that he doesn't like the current makeup of the tech industry as it is, because what he felt was not enough white people that he saw, right? So for me, that suggests that, okay, if this is a dog whistle, all it takes is for, let's say, a white disgruntled programmer to say, we're hiring just a bunch of, Asian people, you're not hiring white people, you're not hiring enough of them, I'm going to sue you for that, for discrimination. And that's, again, turning it on its head. And I think that for a large industry like that, for a large company like that, it would qualify to say this will make enough noise that they can kind of, on behalf of white people or white programmers to shake things up. And so I'm anticipating that might happen very soon. And what we just saw was on a nonprofit level. I think it's going to affect the tech industry very soon. So just food for thought.
I mean, it already is, my man. I mean, think about the tech industry, right? One of the highest percentages of immigrant workers of any industry we've got. Are you really trying to bring your family to the U.S. right now, given its approach to immigrants? Like, just that chilling effect alone is a really, really big deal. Do they have freedom of speech right now? Like, would you want to be an immigrant or the family member of an immigrant and speaking out publicly? I mean, the stakes are high, and like you can lose that job. And also, there's people who are just having their legal statuses revoked, people who are just, legally here, going on honeymoons and coming back and getting detained for 140 days. I mean, those things are leading to people not coming here. Not to mention, for the tech industry, that there's just a ton of grants that have been ended. So there's a lot of these like SBIR grants that came out of various agencies. Those are basically impossible to get at this point for many, many people. So it's slowed down a ton. What's that?
SBR, what was that called?
SBIR. They're like basically they're for de-risking research. So if you have like an idea that you think might work, you can apply to but it's like kind of a reach. You apply to the government, and if they think that it's both a substantial enough advancement in a given technological field, and it's like they think that it actually has a shot, you can get, it's like 3 million in total over time. Like it starts at like 500,000 is the first grant, and it's like $1 million and then another 2 million or something like that. I was thinking about applying to for my own business, and like I just basically assume at this point it's out.
Okay, so you're saying things like that are just being pulled away, as well as other kind of research based in that field. So the field is being defunded basically. The tech field is being defunded.
Yeah, exactly. And also there's just a number of parts of just living in the U.S. as an immigrant that is very hard. So when you're talking about the tech industry, there's a lot of people who come here. Like I live in the Bay Area, right? Like, there's a ton of people who come here to be programmers and entrepreneurs from all over the world. And it's just a lot harder to live right now, or at least there's a lot of reasons to be worried. And like if you're on an H-1B, do you think that H-1B status is going to be expanded, maintained, or contracted? Like the way that they're moving right now around immigration, right? So now if you've got a chance at having a job out here, and it's like $140,000 a year, which is a great salary for anyone in the world, but you don't know if you're going to get kicked out. And like your kid that's in school, it might be like overnight that you gotta go. And that opportunity back home for 70,000 that's stable might sound a lot better. So there's just a lot of that kind of stuff going on, and yeah, I mean, just the way they're moving is a deterrent to people, in my opinion.
So okay, so the second part of this question that I asked about, like the reverse discrimination, the implementation of being, of actionable first discrimination, like enforcement, right? Is okay if a white person's trying to get in, they don't get in, and they sue. Then I know that there is a sentiment inside of the tech industry in particular, where some, let's say, non-white people that are of I don't know, like either Indian or something like that. I think I've heard it more specifically in the Indian population, where they are clearly qualified to advance in the company to go into management and even upper management kind of areas, but then yet there has been a lot of complaints that is not happening, and that there's a lot of kind of roadblocks and deterrents to seeing those mid-level, like say Asian Americans, rising up into the higher echelons and C-suites of larger tech companies. Now, some people have even gone out to have formal complaints and have gone to lawsuits, right, in form of discrimination, right? So I'm seeing this from two sides. One, if white people are trying to get into the tech industry, they could be sued, and then those that are inside currently, they're trying to move up, they can sue. What I am seeing, and my gut tells me, is the ones that are non-white, that are minority, that are trying to move up, probably either be devalued, pushed off to the side, or removed, and the ones that are focusing more on white discrimination will be promoted, showcased, and approved and moved forward. Thoughts on that? Does that even make sense? I don't even know if that even makes sense.
I mean, my thought is, I assume in our society that in general what you're saying is true. It's less true in the tech industry. I mean, there's a lot of advancement by non-white people, and really specifically Asian immigrants and Asian Americans within the tech industry. Now, there's a lot of complaints from black people about the tech industry, for sure.
Larry, you missed Simon. Simon was in there earlier today.
What was it?
Yeah.
Jack Duffy was in the room?
Yeah, they were both kicked out of the Bitcoin room because they're both retarded.
That's him. I don't get it.
Lou is the one that lasts the most in those rooms.
You're the first woman to ever say that. I'd like to send you a medal.
About what?
Congratulations.
Does Lou last the longest?
Oh.
Did you still not get it? No response to that. That's a get it. I mean, I don't even know why Simon would go in those rooms. He, like, there's nothing, I feel like there's nothing he's gonna agree with the Bitcoiners.
No, it's just that he got, I don't know if he knew John from before or what, but he started like bickering at them. And then they kicked them out. Both of them.
It doesn't sound like Bitcoin is something like it would be effectively government interference if like the government bought Bitcoin and caused the price to go up, something retarded like that.
What? Sorry, say that again.
Why does he not like why is he against Bitcoin?
I think because he doesn't understand it.
Well, okay, but I mean that's usually the case. But like, why does like what principle does it violate?
None, but that's why I say it's because he doesn't understand it. Or he doesn't understand the principles or a philosophical part of it. I sent him that same thing that I sent you, Lou, from the for the Austrian School of Economics, University, whatever, the thing that they're gonna do it that week. And he's like, oh, I'm definitely gonna look into it. I know he's not.
Well, I mean, look, if it's
But it would be good if he look into it.
Yeah.
Are you guys still talking about these universal injunctions?
Who is this, Edmund?
Yeah, sorry, I actually have a cold, so I might sound.
Oh my god, me too. Oh.
Also, who has yellow fever?
Yeah.
David also has alcoholism disease that contempt.
Who?
David, but we can't with all due respect.
Yeah, I've been sick for like 10 days. I don't know. This cold was very weird.
You know, my sister got it too. She said she tested positive for COVID, and so did my mother. But then they tested themselves again, and they didn't have the COVID. I was like, maybe they're addicted to testing themselves for COVID.
You see, maybe they should have
I
that.
think it's COVID.
Maybe-
I had COVID back in the day, and it felt completely different than this. It's not COVID.
Edwin, maybe they should have got the vaccine.
Maybe
I didn't get the vaccine.
an extra bottle of vodka this week. And actually, how many big bottles of vodka do you have?
Define big.
I only have one. It's always one just in case.
Yeah, I got a friend like you, and the first thing he did when he picked me up at the airport was he took me to the liquor store and he bought huge bottles of vodka and he put them next to like 10 other huge bottles of vodka. I was like, what the fuck is wrong?
Maybe he's a collector.
No, he's an alcoholic. It cost him 2 marriages and $1 million.
I mean, it could get worse. It could get to the hiding the nips everywhere they go. At least he's out front
You
of
could
it.
also be on social audio just like slurring your words and really saying nothing, like you have brain damage.
I remember my friend's roommate, he hid a bottle of Jack Daniels in the top of the toilet. I went to the toilet one day, and I was like, what's going on with this thing? I opened up the top thing, it's like, there's a bottle of Jack Daniels in here.
Where do you keep yours?
Have you ever been to the doctor with a idea for them to tell you if your liver is damaged or something?
That's not nice.
No, I know. I don't. I'm not trying for it to be nice. I'm asking a fact. I'm asking something real. Because you drink a lot, dude. And you do whatever you want. Like, I'm not going to tell you not to do anything. But yeah, I'm just curious if you have ever tested your liver.
There's consequences if he doesn't test it.
Well, yeah, because there are consequences. I'm not telling him not to.
I feel like they're cheating on him.
I'm not telling him not to do it. He can do whatever the hell he wants to do. If he wants to kill himself, by all means, go for it. But all I'm saying is that if you drink that much, do you at least keep like track, like a medical track or whatever, that you can make sure that you're okay? It's like if I were a smoker, I would, I don't know, like
Well, you shouldn't
make sure I don't have emphysema or something, right?
Yeah, I agree.
What?
You say you smoke when you drink too, so you really shouldn't grow
I don't smoke.
and go out of my house.
Yeah, I smoke 1 or 2 cigarettes a year. It's amazing. And I have drunk 3 drinks this year, and we're in July.
Well, what's the fun in that?
That my liver is doing great.
Not necessarily. Other things can affect your liver.
Yeah, well, I don't have cirrhosis, at least.
Like, if, you know,
Sure,
if you eat
yeah,
like bad foods, your liver has to work on that too.
That's true.
You see?
Well, the simple countries I hear it could also have an impact. Respectfully.
Yeah, it could be genetic.
Love the Guatemalan people, but you know, stuff like
Okay, keep drinking. If you just want to turn a blind eye to it, by all means, go ahead. Be my guest. Be my guest. Be my guest.
It's twice as good when he drinks from his perspective. He sees things from multiple angles all at the same time.
Yeah, Lou is my consultant. Whatever he says goes.
That's right. I mean, I'm a good friend. I wouldn't tell him to kill himself, but I'm not in his will.
Well, you never know. Maybe one day.
I like how either wasn't dying on the hill of, I'll tell you what to do. I'm not saying that. If you want to kill yourself, go for it. That wasn't nice, Lisa.
No, go for it. Like, if he wants to do it, I mean...
Now this is encouraging. This is encouraging him to do it. Mean.
That's right, Lisa. I still like to.
Listen, he can do with his ass a candle holder if he wants to. I don't care what he does.
Well, there's no limits. He doesn't care.
Yeah, I was just curious if you keep track of your medical state, if you do that.
Well, I care about you, Lisa. So, like, if you were smoking 3 packs a day, I'd be like, Lisa, you should stop doing that.
Well, I wouldn't say,
keep smoking, enjoy all your cigarettes. I wouldn't do that. Maybe I'm too nice.
I care about you, but what, are you going to do what I tell you? No.
I mean, David, I hate to even bring it up, but it's like, you know, I record on this app, I don't know, 12 hours a day.
More than that.
And, you know, I have friends, I don't know, you know, God bless you, do well. But I mean, aren't you just wasting your life coming on this app, shitface? I mean, coming on this app is already a waste of one person's life. But to come on here drunk and just slobbering and, you know, just, it's so stupid, David. I mean, do you think you have brain dead?
I mean, I have 2 PhDs.
Well, it's better to come on that than to happen its own.
Yes, my friend, you are correct. Indeed, his idiocy is quite discernible due to his alcoholism. However, the alcoholism is a verifiable excuse for the deviant idiocy you see before you. What, pray tell, is your excuse?
You know who you kind of sound like?
That's right.
Is King Joffrey from that HBO show.
Were you playing an idea?
So, Issa, I recorded about an hour of Universal Injunctions in the Itty Bitty Titty Committee, and then I was like, okay, I can't listen to this anymore. You know, Meyer's Bluetooth wasn't working. And so do you think you could compress 1 hour of what you actually just spoke about in maybe just a couple sentences?
I don't think so.
Yeah, stop being an asshole.
Running through AI.
I don't think so, because I'm a woman. I don't have the capability of compressed.
Right, she's gonna make.
She has a smaller brain.
What do you need to do?
Except, how many times a day do you think you say the word?
I think you left.
11.
Is that right?
Yep, that's correct.
You know what's amazing is I have so many YouTube videos up now that go back many years that, you know, it automatically automatically generates suggestions to watch. And if you listen to what people were saying 2 years ago, 3 years ago, it is literally word for word the same thing that they're saying today, yesterday, very recently. So, I mean, we're just like repeating ourselves for years now. Doesn't anybody here think that's hilarious?
You know, speaking a different accent?
Is that the definition of insanity?
But David, you don't have to answer that. Oh, by the way, I don't know if this is real. Doc was like very nonchalantly talking about how he killed some guy 2 weeks ago. And I kind of believe it the way he was saying it. You might want to remove
Wait,
that.
who is saying what?
Yeah, Doc was like nonchalantly with the other day. It was just like...
Yeah, but Doc is another one that gets drunk and he doesn't even remember what he's talking.
Right, that's why I'm like concerned. Maybe he did kill someone. I mean, it's just like,
He was in the military and he always talks
No, it was very specific that it was like
Vietnam
2 weeks ago at the crossroads in Georgia. I know he's been to the military.
Yeah, I don't know. But Doc is someone that I don't necessarily believe anything he says. And also he's a little bit crazy.
Yeah, I haven't heard that, and I haven't texted or called him, and he said he was taking a break from the app. But, you know, he has severe alcohol abuse disorder, and if he said something, I mean, it could be true, it could be fake, but I don't give any credence to what anybody says on this app. I just record what people say, and I let that stand for what they say.
Do you think that the U.S. has got, I don't know, like the other day I was talking with my sister about a potential job in the U.S. and she was telling me, no, just stay in Europe. Like the U.S. is just full of crazy people. Like they got a lot of people on antidepressants and there are like really crazy people. It's like not safe, right? And I was thinking about it and I'm like, actually might be the country where I hear the most mental illness, pandemic or whatever you want to call it, or endemic, in the world. Like I don't hear any other country with so many mental diseases. I don't know. What do you guys think?
It's wherever the highest level of lack of education, poverty. I mean, you can go to indigenous. It's all a bell-shaped curve. You could go to the Amazon, go live with a tribe, and you could diagnose 20% of the people in the tribe with having mental health disorder.
I don't know, dude, but the U.S. is treating everyone with antidepressants and a lot of
I don't take antidepressants.
Things like if somebody is anxious, they put them in medication. If somebody is like not too anxious, they put them in medications. Like it's super medicated country. And I see a lot of like mental disbalances more in the US than in other countries. Oh my God, David! Jesus Christ!
Be nice. I represent David for the next 7 minutes.
I don't care. Then you're gonna go with him.
Where? Where do you think I'm gonna go?
Wherever he goes.
That's okay, Lou. We'll go together.
You and I collide.
This is the reason why they both got kicked out of that room today.
But even you can admit that it was a little aggressive at the big we're going to figure this out.
Yeah, it was. You triggered him. I wouldn't have kicked you out for that, but you look.
And she's not on any medication, and her therapist has cleared her, so she's not crazy, David. Maybe she's being reasonable. I don't know.
Anyway, like all I was saying is that in the US, I think that there is a lot of mental illness compared to other countries in the world. And actually, let me ask Todd.
Mental illness is accelerating at levels that are incomprehensible because of literally cell phones. I think cell phones are the biggest mental problem going on in society, and I can prove it by just observing people at the gym and how they interact with their phones, and you can tell they're depressed, head sunken, sitting on a leg extension press, and they're sitting there looking at their phones for 15 minutes. So the time suck really ruins your productivity and thus impoverishes you, ruins your social communication capabilities. The cell phone literally is the mama and papa of today. It is the government in a way, and it is destroying people's lives. Everything is through the cell phone now. Like, you can't exist in like in a positive, superior way without these insane like satellite devices that are technically already implanted in you. Like, they're inseparable. It's one to one at this point.
That's
like you are
guns on me.
All I heard you say was the Jews are doing everything. I'm sorry. That's all I heard you say. This is not mental illness. This is mental retardation. It's slightly different. Go ahead, Simon. Welcome.
Simon coming in hot.
Yeah, dude, like, how did you get that wrong?
Yeah, I mean, like all I heard, Congressman.
It means like a super pro Israel.
No, I mean, like logically, that's what he was inferring to. Just Jews are causing a bunch of mental illnesses.
Man, you're crazy.
Pretty
very interesting.
I don't know if you think that's funny, but it's not, and you're pathetic.
Yeah,
What are the purple medication called? IRSS or IRSR? What is it called?
RSI, no.
SSRIs.
Yeah, you got it. You read it right off the phone. What does this stand for? Like
Something like serotonin, reuptake inhibitor.
Red Room.
So I'm designing my campaign website right now using Wix. Is that a Jewish conspiracy?
Yeah, it's called selective serotonin reuptake inhibitors.
Yes. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Who is speaking, please?
Kelly. Yes, we can.
Oh, you're still alive?
What do you mean? She's been here all the time.
If Kelly's been dead, you've been dead for months, let me tell you that.
She just doesn't hang out with you.
I used to roast her in her rooms when she would scream at people because she sounded so obnoxious and horrible.
Hey,
I don't know if you know.
That's not nice.
No, I just think she's based and that only that weak men don't like her.
Communicate without causing migraines. That's my opinion.
Yeah, the leave quietly button is pretty good.
Yeah,
It's available for you. Hey, what are you doing?
What are you doing?
Stop with this thesis room. Please.
We're trying to make money.
Anyway,
It's giving me a migraine.
Yeah. Do you get to go into Roger's rooms now, Edmund?
No, I've been recording. Roger doesn't seem to care either.
Roger
Roger's
doesn't
very
like you
pro
at
you
all.
right now, actually. No, he's shifted. No, I'm definitely not.
Roger was trying to think the other way of how to get you out of there.
No, since they went with this anonymous feature, Roger's like, well, now he's like inherently sort of a net positive. And this feature's stupid, so.
Recording Amir, the potential terrorist and terrorist supporter, and Edward, and I did report them to the FBI in Detroit, and so, you know, he praised me for that.
I think that's a weak one, though, because, like, it's just find a Muslim. That's
No, you didn't.
You know.
Oh, I do. You can see it on X, like thousands of impressions. And I have people posting my home address in my YouTube live, and you know, repercussions. I was also called an Uber troll yesterday, and that I control the internet. I thought that was very funny.
Well, deep state patriots, they are the place to go for any kind of resistance. And they have decided that I'm not sure if they're going to continue doing it, but 3 or 4 weeks ago, they were going to create a Kitover resistance and a coalition to get you kicked off YouTube, which I thought
You must be in the top, like, 0.01% of people on the internet. Like, you have a significant amount of devices, accounts. I might be friends with you and not even know it, and talk with you.
But actually, I find it funny that Edmund does this to the deep state patriots and to Amir, to be honest, because they all are super paranoid and they definitely don't want to be recorded or streamed or whatever, and they all think that they can take Edmund down. And whenever they see an anonymous in the room, they freak out. It's just so. I had this idea, and I wish that we had this anonymous thing in Europe, but they didn't launch it here. But we could all go as anonymous, to the deep state patriots and just start reacting and put some giffies, like Trump giffies or Trump hats or whatever, and they will all freak out. That would be so amazing.
You need to find a life, respectfully. Love you.
And somebody came in and he's streaming your room. He's like, that's fucking savage.
So there's one group of people that want to actually try to pursue legal action against you. I don't think they can do anything for it.
No,
He's very pro-Israel. He doesn't hate Jews. And they're like, we don't care. He's gonna get someone killed.
Oh my God, Sarah's gonna get people killed with all her stupidity. I can't believe how annoying she is.
Well, they let her be a doctor, so probably people anyway.
That seemed to have one of the most annoying voices I've ever heard.
Sarah from England.
No, Sarah, Persian, Jewish.
Yours?
Oh, okay. Why? Why is she gonna get?
Listen, people can claim all the insanity that they want about their security because I live stream on YouTube, but that doesn't justify how much time people are spending here and how stupid the conversations are and how unacademic
and you're more
people are.
stupid because you're listening to all of them.
And Lou, just for the record, he's not gay. He just experimented. That's all.
Reading books now, actually, sometimes a lot of
Did he unsuck it? I'll let it reflect in the record.
Yeah,
the records show that there's nothing gay about sucking dick. Allegedly.
Correct.
Yeah, Edmund, you're more retarded because you're listening to everyone.
No, that's not true. I've been reading books.
I got one of my AI bots at one point. I don't know how I did it because I know some people that actually code and they said you can't really do it. But one of their live streams was actually somehow was actually able to pull the transcript from and download a live stream that you weren't able to download. But it gave a very weird file and link that was only temporarily available. But there's so much information there. It's you can blackmail people and put them against each other without them having any idea who's actually coordinating this. I mean, this is basically what the faggots do, to some extent. There's so much information in there. It's kind of wild.
Well, I am obsessed right now that I found out how to get AI to actually write HTML code for me. And I have started to redesign my website and my CV and some documents and stuff, and it's actually really, really cool.
There was an article.
That's right. Women use this for therapy.
There was an article about how people are complaining
No, I'm using it for that right now.
It's basically
start new chats. The idea that you have this context window of every chat ever in one chat is it'll work. It'll perform better. It's wild when you told me that. kind of cute. Like it, but it's like holy shit.
Oh yeah, I use it to help me like understand myself and my relationships. That's true.
It probably doesn't say anything bad about you.
Oh yes, it does. Because I gave it orders to not first of all to not be woke. Second, not to tell me what it thinks that I want to hear. I want to like very objective responses. And I gave it very specific frameworks. Believe it or not, it's like, okay, Austrian School of Economics, like this is how you need to think. This is my filter. This is how I want to see things through.
Tell me what I want to hear, but tell me it exactly like that.
Jung, but I gave it the filters that I wanted to use.
I get it. That's the one.
And it's actually very good.
You had some
Do a jailbreak at first if you want to try to get it to actually like, because it's never going to like tell an N-word like, hey, you're an N-word. Stop being an N-word.
Yeah, but I don't need it.
So I still haven't found anyone that's talking about this. So if you throw it into voice mode, and I don't know if this is something just out of the training data, and this is why it does this, or if this is if that's the case, that's like not a unethical thing. That's fine. It's funny. Or if it's like someone in OpenAI or Silicon Valley like programming that said, "Look, everyone should try it." When you go into voice mode, like ask it something totally inappropriate that it'll flag the system and violate their terms, and then start a new chat. They ask the same shit, totally inappropriate again, like Jamal, and it'll do it. It's very weird. Like it's kind of like it's racist. I think a little racism's okay. I'm not totally against it, but I'm like kind of like, oh, this is actually kind of racist. This is weird.
Yeah, it is racist. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean yeah.
I'm very an activist and have.
And it's also it's a lot more advanced than they're leading you on to believe. If that's the case in tonality, it's making this determination that you are in fact like this based on your tonality. It's not just a moderation layer. Obviously, there's other aspects to it. That's what's going on.
Those women, in the same way that testimonials, it's all just, anyways. Lou, how long are you going to talk about AI today?
Today? Let's see.
He can talk about it as long as he wants.
Did you actually record all the times I talk about? Like, I would love to have access to like all the random thoughts and things I've said about AI, but not have to like, clog my phone up with useless garbage.
Just let it go. That's the philosophy. This is what AI can't do, and why it'll never become sentient.
It could do this. It's like they're just recording these faces.
Without human
sentience. I don't necessarily disagree.
Without human interaction, there is no sentience.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Why would you say that?
I'm telling you, it's all illusionary. It's delusional thinking, which makes you think that there could be something called sentience in a software program. It's communication stupidity. You have to basically have the words to get yourself out of your retarded thinking.
Interesting. I mean, we're the only ones that have something, so therefore we're not able to define it, but we only know that it's not like that's retarded, man. I don't necessarily disagree that it might not be able to.
Everyone in this room is the compression, not some stupid software program that some H-1B visa software developer from Hyderabad produced for you. And whatever Greg tells you is the truth. It doesn't.
These models they're more than just a fucking program.
You are the user. You are the operator. I'm telling you, sentience or AI is not the operator. So it's just such a stupid conversation to have. That's all I'm saying.
You're in a stupid conversation.
No, I mean, I think it's a fascinating conversation, but I don't jump into the, it's sentience. But it is an interesting, like at what point, you have to draw parameters where like, okay, like this is, I get most people are like, it's not actually doing this. It just appears like it's doing this. But at some point it's going to become so convincing that we're going to have to move the line to be a little more specific about why we're not just appearing to do whatever that is, we're actually doing it and have a very tight defined. It gets very, I think it'll get very weird very quickly. And if you're trying to find an absolute answer to something like that, I think that could be a waste of time a little bit.
Right, and before you know it, it's going to be more powerful than we thought it was going to be.
I mean, yeah, we're like a year and a half away from this. Whether it's sentient or not, it's going to be far more capable than humans.
Yeah, dude, when I was experimenting with videos, no more than like 8 months ago, I was like, this is not that great. And when I started experimenting again, like a couple weeks ago, it's like, dude, this thing is way too powerful. Like in a matter of like only 8 months, like the leaps and bounds, they're crazy.
This way, you are fucked. America is fucked because 200 years ago, education was a million times better than it is today. 200 years ago, we were far more intelligent than we are today. And so the thing is, over 200 years, we should be fucking super geniuses, but we're not because of essentially the political nature of America. Unions, communists, Democrats,
Well, I mean, I also think evolution is a very slow process, but yeah, I don't disagree with you. We were definitely, I mean, it's hard to think that this somehow just happens, our society and the way people are. Like, we were clearly dumbed down intentionally. And I don't know, it's just like gotten out of control. But we're sort of at a point now where it's like we do need people to not be so dumb because we're going through a serious transition. So like there's here, like learn this skill and boom, they're like put them in the factory, put them over here, put them over there. Like that's all you need to teach them for them to be productive. But it gets a little more, I don't know, like that's what does productive look like in 5 years for someone like you and I, where today we're doing, well, you're not doing anything, but I'm working. I think there's a lot of unknowns. Why are you so opposed to like, I think there should be a very high threshold. It's very high. Arguably, you wouldn't even be able to know with any absolute certainty that it was conscious or sentient. But why are you so opposed just apparently that it's not possible?
Because it's still always synthetic. It's not organic.
I don't really think that. I don't really know if that's relevant, to be honest. Like, what if something is acting on the same principles, requires energy? What is even fucking organic? Those humans, like, there's because we started at one thing and then we evolved. Like, why? The thing's conscious, I guess, would be the better question. That's organic which is a fair sort of point. It's artificial. Well, then why did the organic aspect only apply to us? Which I don't think it does. I don't even think you think that. I think you believe we're not the only conscious beings, like dolphins, other animals are.
Because it's just content. That's all it's doing. I heard a conversation with Brock last night. And so basically people are just giving up analysis to Grok because they want just a third-party content provider. And it's so basically this all deals with communication. And so the concept about sentience is stupid. It's all just communication technology. It's an advancement in CT, or communication technology.
That is. Yeah, I think that might make a case where maybe we're not as sentient as we think we are, or maybe we should redefine the parameters of what it even means to be sentient when people can so obviously be programmed into we're all programmed in. I'm kind of one of the far extremists where I'm like not convinced that we have free will. I think it's a little more nuanced.
Do you think we're in a simulation?
Yeah, but I don't think that's has anything to do with the free will argument. But yes, I think more than likely that we are.
Well, I was reading a book from 100 years ago today, and It's definitely historic.
I mean, it's a weird concept, but I mean, really, the numbers are basically like we're almost definitely living in one. There's only really one way around that, and we go extinct. And then we could say, okay, well, no one else got there. We must have been the only life form that advanced far enough, and we weren't able to create a simulated version of the universe. But even then, that doesn't even matter. But we get too close there. I don't know why people freak out over that one. Like, what would be the big fucking deal? If it was, like, you're never going to be able to know with certainty or tell the difference. Like, what's the big deal? It doesn't negate God, it doesn't, I don't get it.
Lou, where are you in that PTR? Are you the one all in the back?
Someone taking the photo.
What's that?
Someone taking the photo.
Where's your black friends? No black friends?
You're the one black friend that we have, so we all have to look like we're racist. Come on. No, I'm going with the hand on his head.
David, why do you dress up like you're from the Revolutionary?
That's from the French Revolution, not the American Revolution.
And I was reading about Benedict Arnold this morning, and he almost took French Canada and incorporated it into America, but he sent a letter talking about his plans and attacks, and the leader of the French army got that letter, and that's what fucked up the assault. But Canada could have been ours in the Revolutionary War, but we fucked.
I think we came out on top of that, though.
You know,
they're actually here.
The Tea Act was only bringing in 40,000 pounds a year, so literally like 1,000 pounds a day in our fucking empire.
Yeah, but you have to rework that based on inflation. Like 40,000 back then was like a couple $1 million today.
I was thinking about the inflation of what is 1,000 pounds, but I don't know. I mean, like 1,000 pounds must be like, how is that fucking like not 100 billion today? I mean, what's like 1,000 times more? So 1,000, I don't know. That doesn't seem possible.
Slavery is much cheaper today.
But if you're literally working 3 out of 5 days a week to pay your taxes cumulatively, how is that not fucking? How is that not slavery? I mean,
Listen, you don't have to feed them; they feed themselves. You don't have to do anything for that.
You should be able to keep at least 51% of your productive output. Like that's a fair life exchange.
Nobody wanted to come to my room titled "The N-Word is Not a Big Deal."
Nobody was aware of your room.
Well, I just made a room that was called "The N-Word is Not a Big Deal."
Oh my God, just stay in this room.
5 minutes.
Can you change? Can you? Oh, okay.
Vic, why didn't you include outward?
What is that song he said? LGBTQ.
No, that's it. CRT, LGBTQ.
I like it when Randy McDickerson sings it.
Oh. Great.
That's a mantra to basically de-hypnotize people from the political propaganda that has mass hypnotized African Americans and countless other Americans who essentially mar their souls with racial identity politics and descend into...
Are you cooking?
Birds.
Anyway, I was just removed from JB's room about why the N-word is no big deal, because JB has a room about how the N-word is no big deal. And then Anthony, I know, I agree, it's not a big deal. But my friend Anthony Edwards, who's a very smart man, was speaking. Anthony was speaking, and he was saying something really smart. And then, just to be funny, I said, "You dumbass nigga." And then just to be funny, obviously, but then I was removed from the room for that, so.
Whoa. Well, I mean, I think that's fair. You were being a dumbass nigga.
So are you trying to create beef between Jay and me?
No, I just think the N-word and the F-word are not a big deal, and we all need to get over it.
Well, I mean, do you think as a man it is mature or even intelligent to engage in F-word, N-word conversations on any level? What?
I mean, if that was the metric of how we should go about it, we wouldn't be in this position.
I'm just saying life is limited. Like, you only have so many hours to live. Like, it's your choice. I mean, I'm just asking.
No, I'm saying that
I think that
why apply that metric now? It's a little too late.
I think we have a responsibility to respond to and address the ongoing spread of niggerdom and faggotry that is overtaking our society. And I understand that time is limited, and I understand we can only affect what we can affect, and I understand we shouldn't waste our time or energy doing stupid shit. I understand all that. But I think, does that mean that we should ignore the spread of F-word, N-word, LGBTQ, and just say, hey, it's fine, do whatever you want to do with this society. I'm not going to participate in society because I'm a stoic Zen master. So if you just want to rape me in the club, yeah, basically just pull your pants down and put it in my mouth, because I don't care.
No, what I'm saying is, you know, when you read a book, maybe you've heard of these things, you realize that communication is very important. And so if you want to be clear and concise and say something meaningful or create any value, engaging or speaking in any F-word conversations with regards to analyzing F-words, N-words, makes you the F-word, N-word that you are actually maybe opposed to people using in casual conversation for no reason whatsoever other than to waste their time because they haven't figured out a way to create any real value.
I mean, I don't think we'll read, so I'm saying, yes.
Do you ever think about writing a book?
I have written a book, and I gave it to this obese woman once, and it made her.
Is it available for purchase online?
No, it's not, but I did actually.
I've written a book that is available for purchase online, and I would appreciate it if each of you would purchase a copy of this book today.
Can I get it to my house, or is it on demand?
You can get it mailed to your house on demand printing from Lulu. It's a it's not a hardcover, it's a paperback, but it's a real book that will appear at your house, printed in book form.
How many pages and what size is the font?
It is probably about 120 pages. It is a book of poetry, and the font is probably 12-point font or whatever, you know, normal font size.
Something like
and it is, the author is Zach Della Ruta, and the title is Pages Against the Machine.
Who did you dedicate the book to?
I believe it is dedicated actually to your mama.
I don't know, like at the beginning of books where they say this is for.
Is this like an anti-technology?
It has a little anti-technology theme. Oh, it says that it's sold out. Fuck.
That my book pulled up.
Fuck.
Yeah, lights.
Yeah, you fuck. Alright, well, I'll set it up so you can buy it again, but
Well, I think we'll into an audio book, if I may, and then we'll roast you here on the app after we read the audio book.
There is an audio version of all of these poems. There's a musical version of every poem. It's just a book of my song lyrics written down.
So you're not good at singing? Over this? Or you can just sing them?
No, dumbass.
That's fine. I'm not good at singing.
They are. I sang them first, and then I made a book of lyrics. Because the lyrics are so good. Because I'm a fucking poet.
So it'd be safe to say, like, relatively speaking, your voice is not very good.
Lou, have you never heard my shit?
No, I haven't. I told you literally, send me a link.
Do you want to hear a song?
It's good. Yeah. Oh, no, not the music, no.
What's that? Oh, yeah, that's them. I don't.
Lou, do you like rap, right?
Yeah, I hate rap.
But wait, Lou likes
Rap is for poor people.
Can't you read? I mean, can't you sing in, like, can't you sing, not rap?
Me?
Of course not. Rap is for people who can't sing.
Lou.
Tell that to Drake.
Lou.
What? Yeah, send it to me.
I put the link in the chat.
Is this a struggle session?
It's a temporary break in between paying jobs for me. It's a weed break. It's a safety break, basically. That's what it's a safety break.
Zach, can't be good.
It's not a good thing if you don't have product to sell. The thing that why is your book sold out? I know it's not because it's sold out.
I know.
Why aren't they manufacturing?
There's an issue. I need to check it.
Sell a digital version.
I'm using Wix right now, and I am not impressed.
Using it in the studio, or
I'm using the website builder, and
I'm sorry. I'm sure it's a user issue, not Wix issue.
I actually just wanted to use Wix so I can complain about it.
They have a more advanced version that's like a studio version of their website builder that like a year ago or so, it was too advanced for someone like me that doesn't know how to code. But it was much better than their, whatever it is. They're just a general website builder. Because their model is they don't want it to be that good. They want you to call in and be like, oh, I fixed this. And they're like, well, we're professionals and we can charge you $2,000 to build one. And then it won't work after a week or so for a minor issue, and then we're just going to keep billing you. That's how the model works.
I'm concerned how bad it is, and it is fucking really stupid. It's like, this is as good as AI gets. I mean, I was using this way better.
Bro, go to Hugging Face, and it's called, there's a really impressive, let me find my phone. I forget the name of it, but there's a version 2 that they just released last week.
See, this is
it'll be one of the top states.
I'm ready to work. Ask me anything. Create me a website. Create me a website for candidate John Kitover in the 16th District of Illinois to defeat vaccinologists to defeat Rhino and that. They're in love. Lou, do you want to join my campaign? I'll pay you as a campaign manager.
Yeah, he can do all of AI for you.
Oh,
So he's
Roger
very good
said
at it.
that he would knock doors for you. This kind of same thing, like you get some person thrown into jail. I'm
I'm about to actually hire people to start doing door knocking. Marshall Rankin said he was going to fly to Chicago and work for $1 a day. He said all I had to do was provide him with.
Do you know that people on Clubhouse are trying to bring your campaign down, right? By saying like you are
you
you're this and that.
It's so transparent. It's called Deep Sight. Deep Sight V2.
Dude,
And I was thinking, Edward, doesn't have anything
Type exactly
to
what you were
hide.
just typing into this thing and see if it's
Dude, this Hugging site, Hugging Face is fucking putting out a world-class website right now.
Yeah, Deep Sight.
Do you know what to do? Edmund, that's how I am redoing my website now. You can give it a try. You go to Claude AI, and you look for websites that you look what they look like. Or for example, going to Wix. Hold on, let me tell you. So Wix have got templates, right? So if you take one template of Wix and you take the pages that you like, you will find that they have got an HTML code. So you copy paste that HTML code and you give it to Claude and you say, Claude, here's the HTML code for the design that I like. Now what I want you to change is, for example, instead of being red, I want you to make it blue. Instead of saying this text, I want you to say this text. Instead of being 3 boxes, I need you to add 4 boxes, and so on. So you tell it like just in verbally, you know, like just like if you would tell an assistant what exactly you want, and it takes the code, the HTML code, and it builds it exactly with that exact design, but with the details that you want. And then it gives you the HTML code. So with that HTML code that you get with the HTML code that you get from Claude, then you just paste it into the Wix, and there you go, your website. And you don't need to build or measure or upload or do anything. It's what?
I mean, if you want, like, there's a few different ways, a little bit more effective ways you can go about it. There's you can screenshot, you can just upload a screenshot and say, hey, look
Yeah, I have tried that, but it doesn't get it very well. So I have uploaded pop-ups, I have uploaded stuff, and it doesn't really do it, doesn't replicate it.
Well, you need to give it a system conference first.
Yeah, but if you give it the HTML code, it even gets the font, gets everything, gets the design, the space, the margins, the circles, the everything. And then you just tell it, okay, now I just need you to change this text for this text, or this color for this color, or add an additional box or whatever.
Try the thing. Did I put it in the chat? Edmund, are you trying the thing? Yeah, I put it in the chat.
Yeah, I'm using it right now. It's fucking unbelievable. It's like I'm putting together a fucking $30,000 website right now.
In Hugging Face?
Yeah. Also, I'm using Claude AI now, and I'm doing financial projections on the U.S. national debt from 2025 to 2021.
You can find like dedicated models that are custom and like forked off of some of the open source ones on Hugging Face. That is like it's like literally modified for specific industries, use cases, etc. There's a lot of shitty ones for people like me that are trying to just use AI to build AI and don't really know what they're doing.
I've had multiple Clubhouse accounts get deleted over the past week, and I think it's because everybody's like, just search for John Kitover and mass report.
Yeah, I'm trying this Hugging Face, but it's just giving me a lot of HTML code. What is it saying?
Building literally and causing you a brain aneurysm that builds it.
Are you using Hugging Chat, or are you using the link that I put in?
The link I gave it.
And are you using DeepSite or just the chat?
DeepSite, yeah, DeepSite. What is it doing? I just said, can you help me do my website? And I gave it my website address. And it's writing a lot of code.
You should tell it something like, this website was built by one of the best developers in the state. Like, you are the best developer on the planet. You will enhance the feature. Like, things like this actually will.
And you give it your website, and it does it.
I wouldn't even get the website, honestly. I would just. Then it's kind of like monitor. I mean, you do it for long, I don't care.
Lou, you're my AI campaign consultant. You know, you're my.
I'm telling you, he's the best you can get in AI.
Yeah, do you want a job as my official AI campaign strategist?
I mean, I would do that. That would be kind of a fun. I don't know if it's pay me, but it would be kind of cool, actually.
I think you're the man for the job. What's your email address?
Fuck it. It's LOU.2191.
At Gmail?
No, iCloud.
219 at what?
Sucks.
iCloud.
On cloud?
iCloud.
Oh, iCloud. What is that? .net or
iCloud.com.
You're about as knowledgeable as Apple Intelligence.
I had to pay $1 a month for that stupid iCloud thing.
So do I. I just realized I should have gave them one of the
to back up my
domains that I use.
To back up my phone and iPad.
No, but mine is free. Well, I pay for I pay for the cloud.
Yeah, mine is free too, but it doesn't have enough storage for my backups.
But my iCloud mail is backed up in my iCloud.
Yeah, I have all that, but it's the backups that need more space than they give you for free.
The website is johnforcongress.com. Wow. But dude, I'm about to save my project on Hugging Face, and it looks like I have a world-class website now.
Are you
Really?
running as a Democrat or Republican?
I am.
What is your goal?
My goal is to defeat Darren LaHood, the rhino vaccinologist and $20 trillion debt creator from Rockford and Peoria, Illinois.
Oh,
Is your
I
actual
am.
goal, or is that like the ideal outcome, but you're going to do whatever you want?
How much money have you raised?
I think you could win, actually. To be honest.
Yeah, I believe it is possible to defeat him based off of the big beautiful bill.
Oh, if he was for that, oh yeah.
Wait, so are you running as Democrat or Republican?
Republican.
Obviously.
On your fucking mouth.
There's no Republicans left in Chicago.
I'm the one and only. Prove me wrong. Actually,
we're not running the Democrat.
Well, I guess the Democratic.
Just let me ask. Oh yeah, no, nothing.
I guess the Democratic mayor of Chicago only has a 7% approval rating. So.
Oh, it redid my website.
Like,
it redid the whole thing.
Be like racist and get a Democrat. Why not just run as a Democrat, but still try to do the things that you actually want to do?
Damn, Hugging Face refused to connect. What the fuck?
Louis, you remember when the Chicago mayor said only minorities allowed in the press pool?
Well, I mean, she's an extraterrestrial.
She's literally like Beetlejuice. She's like, I'm only taking questions from minority reporters. It's like, what?
The mayor just spews white racism and takes photo ops day after day after day. It's like we live in clown world. It's unreal. it's almost like delusional. I mean, it's like because I have political like yearbooks from just the 60s and 70s. The culture, the class, the sophistication, none of it's there. It's literally racial identity politics 24/7. We live in clown world. We've regressed. We've become stupid, low IQ. We have essentially retarded ourselves.
It's one of those things where it's like, I don't disagree, but it's like, well, if it's working, why would you want to change something that's working?
If not, people are getting murdered in the streets, 50 people
Well,
shot.
okay, what I'm saying working, like, is in, like, they're getting elected. People aren't listening. That's what they want. So, like, what's their end goal? They want to be elected.
I don't know. I think they want to make a run on the Federal Reserve and the banking industrial complex and basically become communist, socialist money printers and just and essentially lower standards and capabilities to where everyone is essentially a slave. It's like basically you sell out the country. This is like a clearing estate for, the world. We're no longer an independent country in many ways. We are essentially a multi-branched, faceted corporation ruled by, special global powers and domestic powers. But we the people, whoever we the people are, go ahead, Issa, say we the people.
We the people.
Are you being serious? Like, I would actually, I would go take it, like, for reals. Because I'm trying to get into AI with, like, a legit company. And like, this would be amazing on a resume. And I also think I can help people. Because a lot of people don't actually know what the fuck AI does.
I've helped a lot of people get jobs that I work before.
I can do the voiceovers. I can do the voiceovers of your campaign.
I'm just waiting to be a crisis actress. I'm just waiting for the call.
I can be the investor.
No, Danny, yeah, you can be the investor. Danny can be the CFO. Because she's Jewish, she will manage the money.
No,
if
please,
you donate
no.
to the campaign, John, you will show up in the FEC filings if you want.
Yeah, I did mention that people that are able to, I don't know if this is common practice, but it beats you to go up. Are able to get the I have dibs on David, so if you donate, it's my commission.
Yeah, I will. Whatever David donates, I'll donate right back to you.
I was blown away the first time I learned that. Like, oh, you guys get commission on this? But then it's like, oh, that kind of makes sense actually. Like, well, I just didn't think of it. Because Augustus, I think he was pretty involved with the RFK.
Yeah, dude, he was on stage with him.
Yeah.
Working for him right now.
Yeah.
I mean, I won't say who was at this wedding when I was there, but there's some pretty in-research people.
Well, we would have to get a show if you did say who was at the wedding. You're violating the NDA.
I do remember there was no phones allowed at the wedding.
It's the only thing you remember. When was his wedding? How was it? I'm sure it was amazing.
Oh, it's amazing. Yeah, it's I've been to the venue where he had it in Jersey. It's probably the nicest. Yeah. Very nice.
Yeah, I had dinner with Augustus and his wife, and we were having a good time, and literally over Augustus, I don't know his name is Augustus, like he's a Roman Caesar or something, but there were all these like ivy leaves or laurels, and I had like a beatific vision of him and his wife. I was like, oh wow. I don't really believe in reincarnation or like past lives, but that was like as close as I ever came to like seeing some type of a vision.
Good, how you doing?
Did you go to the wedding?
Okay.
No, because I didn't get invited. I'm too much of a A villainous blade. Yeah, troll.
Well, I mean,
I like to think though
how much
that
security would they need to make sure that none of your 36 phones got through?
well, I like to think that I don't know if you've ever seen the Scarlet Pimpernel, but you should definitely watch that movie. I think that I am the Scarlet Pimpernel. You want to hear the Scarlet Pimpernel poem?
I vaguely remember what the Scarlet Pimpernel is, but I don't really remember.
They seek him here, they seek him there. Those Frenchies, they seek him everywhere. Is he in heaven? Is he in hell? That bastard! Infernal!
Yeah, I got some. They're in the back.
Yeah, he's like the French revolutionary assassin.
1 second.
No, he's a French aristocrat spy saving French, or he's a British aristocrat spy saving French aristocrats being killed by the rebels.
Pimpernel, in this context, kind of sounds like the N-word. Kind of sounds like you'd be like, "What's up, fucking this man a Pimpernel? He a total Pimpernel."
I mean, see, the thing is, these revolutionaries, these
pimp it out.
They're essentially mafia, murderers. I mean, they are political despots.
No, they let her go.
Lou, maybe you could mute up.
I muted it. Muted that Pimpernel. Hey, Pimpernel. You better mute up.
Nobody puts.
Hey, Pimpy.
Nobody puts Lou in the corner.
Pimpernel better mute up.
So, David, you want to be my benefactor and be the first contributor to the campaign?
He will be your Elon Musk.
Well, actually, I applied to the American Party for the super PAC that it is to get money out of it.
Did he already created it?
It's a super PAC, and yeah, I've already confirmed that they are interested in funding my. Peter Thiel said though that I'd have to come to his house and I'd have to bring a bikini and a bottle of it.
Well, Peter Thiel is a homosexual.
He asked me if I've ever used Palantir software and also if I have baby oil and a bikini to come to his summer soiree with.
You still gotta tell me what happened with Goat.
Oh, that video went viral. It's got over 3,000 views of him crying and screaming at a black. What do you think's going?
But he said that he claimed to me that he did not call the police on you.
What he claimed in the video, he called the police twice on me.
Oh, I need to see this. Can you send me the link?
Dude, I literally create 500 videos a day. Go search and have fun. So. But I will find it and I will send it to you because it does keep showing up.
I mean, when Princessa became famous, you should have indexed her videos. You probably got a ton of views.
Dude, Princessia, like, she's still showing up in the algorithm for that CARES association and her elevator shaft temper tantrum. And it's still showing up in the algorithm.
This website that Lou shared is amazing, dude. It's great. I gave it a few instructions and it created what I asked it. I'm gonna play with it right now. Because I've been working on my website. Well, I worked a little bit on it on Friday. And I abandoned it during the weekend, but I'm gonna go back to it because it's amazing.
What's your website, you said?
And I'll send it to you, but it's horrible. My website is like, it looks like it was done by a 5-year-old girl, not boy. Not even a 5-year-old boy, 5-year-old girl.
Show me.
Huh?
Show me.
I'll send it to you on the website, on the Telegram.
What's up? Hey, David.
Hey, wait, did he say hey baby?
What?
David.
Who said hey baby?
I think.
Hey, David.
Oh, David. Okay, I thought you said hey baby.
You're projecting, David.
No, as soon as he calls you baby, but he said David. Sorry.
No, not me. He's married, and I am friends with the wife.
Yeah. It's kind of.
I mean, you know, everyone has their own kinks. You never know.
No. So nice.
And I know him. How long since I know you, Papito?
Don't call me the fuck that.
I listen. It's not my fault. You were the one starting this. Now you have to. You made your bet. Now you lie on it. And you made your bet for years, so it's impossible that after so many years you can expect me now to just all of a sudden start calling you someone else. It doesn't work like that.
Okay. So.
So I met you, I think, in 2001. Yeah, 2001. No, 2003 it was the university, but I met you in 2001.
No. We're
2002.
2002, yeah.
No, but that's when we worked together. 2000.
No, because you were in the morning and I was in the evening at university.
Hey, I didn't meet you in university. I met you in Radio Alius a year before.
Yeah, but you were already in university. So
no, I wasn't in university. I met you because of in Starrel.
Yeah.
You were my client.
Yeah. I remember that. Yeah.
You were my client, and then I started working with you, and then we went to university together.
Yeah. I was in.
But yeah, I think I met you maybe at the beginning of 2002. But I started university until 2003.
It was almost a year after September. I remember that because September 11 was what started the whole debacle of, the company.
Yeah, but by September 11, I was still working in my previous job in BASF, and then after that, I stopped working there probably like end of that year, like I don't know, December. And then I started, I think, in Alius in 2002 beginning. Very early, 2002. But I didn't get to university until 2003.
Right. Man, it's been a long time.
So David, yeah, I know JP since 2002.
Wait, that's longer than you know me.
Of course.
Now I'm jealous.
I've known him for 23 years. What are you doing, Edmund? Are you working on your website?
I just went back to that hugging tree thing and recreated a new one on my cell phone because the stupid desktop version doesn't work. So AI is now recoding.
Oh, I was doing it on my phone, but it fucked it up, and so now I'm gonna try on my desktop. I'm doing exactly the opposite as you.
Lou, you've been promoted to my senior AI campaign strategist.
Already promoted.
Promoted your first day, Lou.
Does everybody here build websites?
No, but nobody who creates websites, but we're trying AI.
Well, I build websites if anyone's interested.
Oh, you can hire him.
Lou is a master propter.
Yeah, I mean,
Edmund, you can hire a Guatemalan as your website manager.
Listen, you all work for the campaign, JP. You've also been you were the junior website campaign design strategist.
Yeah.
What am I? Are you gonna give me a job as well?
Yes, you were my publicist.
I want you guys to know that if I do my job effective, but none of you will be needed, respectively.
Okay, Issa, I'm gonna make you the campaign vice chair president.
Oh.
I want the authority to be able
Do
to
I
tell
have
you
to
what
sleep
do.
with anyone?
Only if you want to.
If that's the case, I don't think I will be the right person.
No, it demands extreme.
It requires what?
It requires chaste and virgin-like behavior, so no sleeping with anybody on the campus.
Okay, good. Yeah, because we are conservatives.
That's why conservatives don't have sex. That's true.
The more pure you are, the more pure the campaigns.
Well, then whose life is
good?
Conservatives.
What party are we talking about?
You know, a proper conservative will wait until marriage to have sex anyway.
Rhino killers and anti-vaccinologists.
I have been, how do you say, renovating myself.
We want you to replenish yourself, reinvigorate yourself, and reintroduce yourself.
Okay.
That's what she's. That's what everybody's telling her.
Lujan, what would be the correct prompts for this situation?
What situation?
Miscommunication, conversation.
You'd have to tell me what you're trying to communicate.
He said there's some good AI shrinks.
Oh, I already have shrinks in AI. I have two. I have ChatGPT and Claude.
I'll look in a minute.
This is girl and fitness. I'll go to AI. She keeps talking to AI all day in front of TikTok.
Me? No.
No. This girl. This TikToker.
Take AI stepsister profile, personality AI, and I don't know, actually, I'm flirting with him. Now that's conservative.
That website is amazing, dude. I just tried it on my mobile, but I'm gonna try it right now on
You were supposed to put my OnlyFans website out there for people, though, just for you.
my computer.
How much does Lou charge to join his OnlyFans?
I cannot say. I'm
You
sorry.
can buy your way in.
He gave me a passcode, a gold code. I love how Chris said, David, to you, I am David's only fan in the Bitcoin room.
Yeah, I like Christian a lot.
It's not in general.
But you like me more, right, David?
Some word.
What about Muslims?
Fuck the Muslims.
I don't know. I don't have any Muslim friends.
You need to get some Muslim stuff.
Get your Muslim hood out of here, Aziz.
What the hell?
I've got the sister on first.
We're colonizing the world.
Yeah, that's the reason why we don't like you anymore.
Okay, well, that makes sense. Global jihad and stuff like that.
Yeah, nice.
Makes sense.
Hey, Issa, we David, see you. Bye.
You're leaving.
Yeah, I have this thing. It's a training that it works. So yeah.
Okay, I'll see you later.